Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Nuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a phone pouch or a phone cover. And this one is without the strap, and I've made a strap here. Now the strap is a Romanian code here, and I've made this one with my 100% cotton yarn. And here for this particular project I've used my 3.5 mm of the hook. Now if you want to check the size of this phone covers, they are about 6 inches tall, but these covers are stretchable, so they will stretch out once you will put your phone in. Do not go by the size because it's gonna stretch out. So here it is of about 6 inches tall, and it is about 3 inches wide. Here is the base. I've made the base first, and then I've built my this pattern. And if you want a bigger size of this phone cover, you can always add up your rows in it, and it will expand and it will go further. Don't worry about being a 3 inches wide, because it has a base like this, so it will expand in here as well. So it will expand to the sides as well. So don't worry about the size. It's a perfect size for a normal phone, but still, if you have a bigger phone, a very large phone, you can always expand your rows in this one. And here I haven't put the straps on, so this is just a phone cover. And with this one I've put the strap on. So it is in the tutorial. If you want your cover with the strap, I will explain it into the video that how to do it. If you don't want your phone with the strap, you just want the cover, it's completely all right. It's like this, and that's it. So let's begin. So for this, have your yarn, and I'm going to make a slip knot here, and I will chain up 17, 1, 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 and 17. So chain up 17 here, and now I'm going to turn my work, and here it is. This is the back part of my first chain, and this is the back part of my second chain, and I will yarn over and will insert my hook into this second chain. We'll grab the yarn and we'll make 1 half double crochet here. Now to remember that this is my first stitch, my first half double crochet, I'm just going to put my stitch marker here. And now I will yarn over and will insert my hook again into that same chain, and I'll grab the yarn and will make my second half double crochet here. So into the second chain have 2 half double crochets, and now onwards we are going to have 1 half double crochet into each chain. And by the end of this chain, you're going to have your 17 half double crochets in total. So keep on having 1 half double crochet into each chain. Now onwards, first chain have 2 half double crochets into that one chain, and then have 1 half double crochet into each chain. And I'm going to meet you at the end of this chain with my 17 half double crochets here. And here it is. At the end of this chains, I have my 17 half double crochets, and now into this last chain I'm going to add another 3 half double crochets. So this is my 17th half double crochet, and I'm going to add another 3 half double crochets into that one chain, my last chain. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Now in total I have 20 half double crochets like this. And now I will go to this side of my chains, and here that's gonna be my first chain. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this first chain, and now keep on having 1 half double crochet into each chain. And here by the end you're gonna have 34 half double crochets. So in total you're going to have your 34 half double crochets in here. So keep on having 1 half double crochet into each chain for this side as well, and add up another 14 half double crochets. In total you're going to have 34 half double crochets, and I'm going to meet you after my 34 half double crochets. Here it is. I've got this 34 half double crochets. So here we have our first 17 half double crochets, then here we add up another 3 half double crochets into our last chain. That's what makes our 20 half double crochets, and here we added up another 14 half double crochets. So in total we have about 34 half double crochets, and now we're going to add another 2 half double crochets. So here it is, we are here, and into this last chain we're going to add another 2 half double crochets. So in total it's going to be 36 half double crochets. So this is my 35th half double crochet, and that's my 36th, my last half double crochet. And here it is, and it looks like this. And now for our pattern, our next round, I'm going to call my next round as my first round. This is the base. So we have created a base here, and now we are gonna build our pattern. So for our round number 1, I'm just gonna take the back loop because it's my first round, and because I'm gonna start my pattern here, I will take the back loop stitches here. So here I have inserted my hook into the back loop only and have grabbed my yarn, and now I'm going to make a single crochet here, and that's going to be my first stitch of my round number 1 for my pattern. So here it is, put your stitch marker here, and this is your first stitch. Chain 1 and insert your hook again into that same back loop, same stitch. Here it is, and grab your yarn and make a one more single crochet. So into your first stitch, insert your hook, make your first single crochet, and then chain 1 and another single crochet. And now we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. We're going to skip this 2 stitches, and we will go to our this third stitch. Again we're going to take the back loop only, insert your hook, grab your yarn, make a single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet. 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Again we're going to skip over this next 2 stitches, and into the stitch after that have 1 single crochet, take the back loop, chain 1 and insert your hook again into that back loop, and grab your yarn and make your another single crochet. And this is the pattern. So keep on repeating this pattern. Now again we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third stitch take the back loop, grab your yarn, make 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Skip your next 2 stitches, and into your third stitch take the back loop, insert your hook, have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and into that same stitch, same back loop stitch, another single crochet. Now keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end you're going to have your 36 stitches in total. So with all your single crochets and chain 1, including all the stitches, you're going to have your 36 single crochets, and you're going to come up here, and I'm going to meet you here. And here it is. At the end of my round number 1, my pattern looks like this, and I've got my 36 stitches here. Remember, this is our base, and here we have started up our pattern, and this is our round number 1. Now I'm going to skip this last 2 stitches, and this is my first single crochet. So I'm going to take out this stitch marker from this first single crochet, and will insert my hook into this first single crochet. Now remember, here we're going to take both the loops. Only for this round, round number 1, we have taken our back loop stitches. Now onwards we're going to work on both the loops. So here, insert your hook into this first stitch and grab your yarn and make 1 single crochet here, and this single crochet is your first stitch of your round number 2. And again we're going to repeat our pattern here. So here we got our this first single crochet, chain 1, insert your hook again into that same stitch, grab your yarn and make a single crochet here. Again we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So it's our chain 1 from the previous round, and this is our next single crochet from the previous round. So here we're going to skip over this 2 stitches, next 2 stitches, and into the stitch, third stitch, insert your hook, have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Again we're going to skip our next 2 stitches. It's 1 and 2. We're going to skip these 2 stitches, and into the stitch after that have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Again skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into the stitch after that have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. And now keep on repeating your pattern, and by the end of this round, round number 2, you're going to have 36 stitches, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is at the end of my round number 2, my work looks like this, and I'm gonna skip my this next 2 stitches. I've got my 36 stitches here, and I'm gonna skip my this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and I will go to my this first stitch of my round number 2. Take out your stitch marker, insert your hook into your this first stitch of your round number 2 and make 1 single crochet. Put your stitch marker back on, chain 1 and insert your hook again into that same stitch and make 1 single crochet. Again, we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, and into your third stitch have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Again, skip your next 2 stitches, and into your third stitch have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Skip your next 2 stitches, and into your next stitch have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Now keep on repeating your round number 2. So here, take both the loops and keep on repeating your round number 2 until your round number 18. 1 8, and I'm gonna meet you after my round number 18. 1 8. And here it is. After my round number 18, my work looks like this. And now I'm gonna take out my this stitch marker and will insert my hook into my this first stitch of my round number 18, and will make a first stitch of my round number 19. And here I will finish up my pattern for only one time. So here, single crochet, chain 1 and 1 more single crochet into that same stitch, and that's it. Here it is. So for the round number 19, just start your work and have your first 3 stitches here, and now we are going to change the color of our yarn. And we have done this because we want to come up here at this side, because we cannot change the color in the middle here or somewhere here. It is better to change the color right here, and that's why we have made our this 3 stitches extra for your round number 19. Now to change the color, here I'm gonna have my this white color. You can have any other color. So this is my second color. I'm gonna count this as my second color, and I will go to this stitch. So I'm gonna skip my this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. I'm gonna skip this one, and we'll go to my this next stitch, and we'll attach my yarn here. And now here I'm gonna have my 2 loops and my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through both the loops, and your stitch will look like this. And this is your first stitch of your changed color. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to count my this stitch as my first stitch of round number 19. So here it is. This is our first stitch of our round number 19, but instead of counting this stitch as my first stitch of my round number 19, I will go to this stitch and I will count this stitch as the first stitch of my round number 19. So I'm going to leave this stitch marker here, and I don't need to change this one because here I'm changing the color, so there is no point of putting a stitch marker here. I will chain 1 and will insert my hook again into that same stitch, and will make 1 more single crochet, and this is going to look like this. Now keep on repeating your pattern. So again, we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, and into our third stitch have 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet, and now keep on doing this stitch, and I'm gonna meet you here at the end and will tell you what to do. So keep on finishing your this round number 19. And here it is. I'm at the end of my this round number 19. Now if you're not changing the color, it doesn't matter. You can count your rows as it is. We are only doing this because we have changed the color, and there is no point of changing color in the middle, in the front or something. That's why we have slightly moved our stitch aside. And so that's why I'm going to take out this stitch marker, and I'm not going to count this as my first stitch anymore. I'm continue doing my this round number 19. So I'm going to skip my this next 2 stitches, and will make my 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 more single crochet, and I'm here. So this is our first stitch. I'm going to count this as my first stitch. So insert your hook into this first stitch and have your pattern here. So 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Now you can put your stitch marker here. So that's going to be your first stitch of your round number 20. We're going to count our rounds from here afterwards. So here we have finished our round number 19, and now we will continue doing our round number 20. So keep on doing your round number 20 as it is. So skip your next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and I will go to my this third stitch, single crochet, 1 single crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. Now finish up your round number 20 and I'm going to meet you here. And here it is. I've finished my this round number 20. Now if you can see, we have again moved slightly on our right hand side. So again, to come up here, what I will do is I will insert my hook into my this stitch here. For our round number 19 and 20, we're going to use this color, and for our round number 21, we're going to start using our first color. But as we are here, there is no point of starting our color in here. So what I will do is I will take out my this stitch marker, and for my first stitch of my round number 21, I will insert my hook into this first stitch, grab the yarn, will make my first pattern here, and I will not count this one as my first stitch of my round number 21, but I will skip my this next 2 stitches and will insert my hook in here, and here I will change the color of my yarn. And we have to do this because we are changing the color, and I want to change my color at the side, at the corners. I don't want to change my color in between in here, and that's the reason we are having extra 3 stitches whenever we are changing the color. So here, when we have finished our this round number 18, we have added another 3 stitches. Again, as we are finishing up our this second color, our white color, we are adding up another 3 stitches for this second color. And this is going to happen for our next color as well. So here, again, as we have changed the color, I'm going to make my 1 single crochet here, and I will put my this stitch marker. You want to put your stitch marker here, you can put this one. We have already changed the color, so there is no need. I'm just putting the stitch marker here, and I'm going to count my this stitch as my first stitch of my round number 21. Now round number 21 and 22 will be with the same color. So I'm going to keep on continue doing my this round just as what I have done here. For my round number 19 and 20, I'm going to do exactly the same for my round number 21 and 22, and I'm going to meet you after my round number 22. Remember, this is our round number 21. I'm just starting up my round number 21, and I'm going to meet you after my round number 22. And here it is. At the end of my round number 22, here I am. And again, as you can see that I'm right here. I have moved 2 stitches to my right side. So again, as we are going to change the color for our round number 23, and we're going to change the color to our the second color, our white color, I'm going to take out my this stitch marker, and I will add up another extra 3 stitches here. So here it's 1, 2 and 3. So 1 pattern, extra 3 stitches I've added up in here, and that's it. I've finished up my round number 22 here. Now to start my round number 23, I will skip this next 2 stitches and will insert my hook into my this third stitch, and will change the color, and will do exactly the same what I have done for my round number 19 and for my round number 21. So do exactly the same for your round number 23 and 24. So your round number 23 and 24 will be with your this second color. Here I'm going to use my this white color. So round number 23 and 24 will be with my this second color, my white color, and I'm going to meet you after my round number 24. And here it is. I've finished up my round number 24 here, but as I said, we're going to move 2 stitches to our right hand side. I will take out my the stitch marker here and will insert. I will continue doing my round number 24 here. So it's 1, 2 and 3. I will add up another 3 stitches here, and now I'm going to change the color of my yarn. I'm going to skip this 2 stitches and will insert my hook into this third stitch, and will take the first color of my yarn, and here I will make a single crochet, and if you want you can put your stitch marker here, chain 1 and 1 more single crochet. Now keep on doing your round number 25 here, and with the same color I will keep on doing my this round number 25, 26, 27 and 28. So until my round number 28, I'm going to keep on doing this pattern with the same color. I will not change the color anymore, and I'm gonna meet you after my round number 28. So keep on repeating your pattern with the same color until your round number 28, and I'm gonna meet you after my round number 28. You don't need to move your stitch marker anymore. Just keep on doing your rounds, and I will meet you after my round number 28. You don't need to move 2 stitches backwards, because now anymore we are not going to change the color. So don't worry about changing your stitches. Just keep on doing your work, and I'm going to meet you after my round number 28. And here it is. After my round number 28, my work looks like this. Now here, if you think that your work is a little bit small, or your cover is a little bit small, and you want to put some extra length into this, you can always add up your rows. So here I have taken 28 rows, but if you want to go ahead, you can add up another 2 rows and it will be a little longer. Here, let me just check. It will stretch out, so don't worry about the size. I would recommend always to check your cover with your phone. Now here it is about 6 inches in length, and it is about 3 inches. Yeah, it is about 3 inches wide. But if you can see, it will stretch out. So this thing will stretch out. This cover will stretch out. So just don't worry about this. This will even stretch out longer. So this is the perfect size for any normal phone. But still, if you want to add up any more rows, you can always add up your rows in here. And that's it. I'm going to cut my yarn here. So before cutting my yarn, let me just finish up this stitch. So this is my first stitch of round number 28. I will insert my hook into this first stitch of my round number 8, and we'll make a slip stitch here. And that's it. That's how I'm going to finish up this round. And we'll cut my yarn, both the yarns, and we'll secure this last stitch. And now put your this loose ends in, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. After putting this loose ends in, it looks like this. And now I'm going to put this button in here. Now I have this fancy button here, but if you don't have this one, you can use any button whatsoever is available with you. So I'm just going to put this button in here, and to close this phone, I'm going to create a loop in here. So for that loop, I will take this yarn, and we'll make a slip knot here. Make a slip knot, and I'm going to chain up 15. 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 14, and 15. And always check this chains with your button. So it goes like this, and it's completely perfect. If you have a smaller button, just reduce your chains. If you have a bigger one, increase your chains, and that's it. So I'm just going to cut my yarn. We'll secure this last chain, and here in the middle, I will find a middle place in here, and I will insert my hook. Sorry, I will insert my hook somewhere down in here, and I will grab them. Make a knot. I'm going to make 2 knots here to secure this one, and I'm going to put this loose end in, and I will put this button in here, and I will meet you after that. And here it is. It is all done. Your phone cover is ready. If you want to use your phone cover like this, you can use your phone cover like this. I'm going to put a strap here on this phone cover, and for that one I'm going to use this hooks. Now if you don't have hooks like this, you can simply put your strap. I'm going to give you a small tutorial for the strap. Now I'm going to use a Romanian code here. Now for the Romanian code, I have separate tutorial video. So for that one, just check out the links into the description box, or you can check out the I button in here, and it will lead you to the tutorial video of my Romanian code. I'm going to make a Romanian code here, and I'm going to make this Romanian code with the help of my this hooks. Now if you don't have these hooks as well, you can simply make your Romanian code, and you can go up to the size you want and simply attach both the sides in here, and your strap will be done. You don't require this hooks. Now if you have this hooks, I'm going to use this hooks for the Romanian code, and for that one I'm just going to attach my this yarn with here. So here chain 1, and now I'm going to make 2 single crochets here. So insert your hook and make your first single crochet here and your second single crochet here. Make 2 single crochets here, and now just turn your work, and I'm here, and I will go to this first single crochet and will insert my hook into my this first single crochet. I've turned my work, and I'm going to insert my hook into my this first single crochet, and I will grab the yarn, and I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn, and here you can see that there are 2 straps, there are 2 strain of yarn. I'm gonna again turn my work, and I will insert my hook into those 2 strain of yarn like this. Now I'm gonna yarn over and will grab the yarn through both of those strain of yarn, and I will leave my work like this. And now I'm gonna have 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn, and now keep on following your this pattern. So again turn your work, and you're gonna find another 2 strain of yarn here, and insert your hook into those 2 strain of yarn. Yarn over and pull your yarn through both the strain of yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and now keep on repeating this pattern until your required length, and I'm gonna meet you after my required length. And here it is. I've got my this required length, and now I will attach my this code with my another hook. So just simply insert your hook, and we'll make a single crochet here, and for your second single crochet insert your hook into this 2 straps, and grab your yarn, and grab your yarn through all your loops, and make another single crochet, and it will be like this. And now just gonna cut my yarn and secure my this last stitch. Put your this all loose ends in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Here it is. It is all done, and I'm just gonna simply insert my this hook in here, like this, and it is nice and secure, and it's attached. And here it is. It's all done, and I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.